Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions, streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens, with each Goliath tackled, faith extend. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions, streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens, with each Goliath tackled, faith extend. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. 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 Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick.
Flat cap pastor, dashing through pages. Chronicles, Gospels, prophets, sages. Leviticus, laws to Paul's fine phrases. Turning them corners, no spiritual mazes. Genesis to Revelation, so divine. Flip them scripts, endless grace you'll find. Songs singing sweet, unbroken lines. Hitting that rhythm, wordplay refined. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food dinners. Isaiah's vision, Ezekiel's figures. Walk through the fire, no one limbers. Kings and judges, prophets profound. Plowing the word, no mythical ground. Verse after verse, wisdom's bound. Heavenly soundtrack, soul serving sound. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? No shortcuts, all divine routes. Listen to the whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Study the book, change perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learning perfect. Patterns of grace that time can't deflect. Old Testament drops deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birth to cross on the hill. Unfolding the never blessings, pastor with skill. Scripture flip, every verse fulfilled.
Through the word, every verse, every chapter, nothing unheard. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, Online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion, 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions, streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens, with each Goliath tackled, faith extend. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered, spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ, flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message, flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion, 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions, streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens, with each Goliath tackled, faith extend. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. 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 Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick, raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick.
I gotta figure out which cam to say hello to. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How's it sound? There we go. That's not too bad. Let me know how that's doing. Here we go. This is how I do it. I walk over here with the phone in my hand so I can see how everything's going. So, glad to have all of you along. This is going to be a bit different. I got 3 cams. I've got one that's going down on top of the stove so you can see whatever's in there. I did not do that before when I've done cooking. I just had the other remote. And you know what? You can't hear me well enough. It's not now you have moved. yeah. Like I said, that's one problem. I gotta do this. I gotta do this and watch over. Yeah, I know. I could hear it. That's why I got the headphones on, but it's just a little bit of a delay. So anyway, I thought about adding one more camera, and I thought it might be too much. I'm gonna take and fully extend my cord here, so it might be a nuisance at times to fully walk around with this, but there, now I can do that. I can walk all the way over here. So anyway, what I was saying is I got the cam, upper right hand corner is for the pan, so you can look straight down at the skillet, and then the other is going to be for some rice. So I'm going to start with that. If you look over in the sink, I do have Brussels sprouts, and I'll show those before I start cleaning them up, but they don't look so great because the cauliflower worms got all over the top of them and ate them. So they're not a great amount of size on there, so I don't know how much I'm going to get all of that off, but we'll cut off what we can. We'll wash that all up, but I'm going to start with rice. So This is the rice that I'm using. It's just a wild blend. I'm gonna fry it up first before I boil it. That might not be something you normally do, but that's something my wife and I like. We like a little bit of a, I don't know, heating to it, get a little smoky flavor, a little grill action on it, and then boil it. So I'll start with that because that'll take a while. I also have some bread that I'm gonna be cooking, so I'm gonna start the oven on that. So ask questions as we go along. I'm happy to stop and talk. All the commands and redeems aren't all active. Well, I should say the commands are active. It doesn't mean I'll be able to do all of the redeems. So. I think it's 375 is what I want. All right, so oven has started. So I want to measure out half a cup of rice. There you go, half a cup of rice. And the skillet is not warm. So it's not like I prepped a whole bunch, didn't start prep the oven, didn't preheat anything. So I'll be turning it on. Galaxy, no cap for 5 minutes. I'll allow that. I'll allow that. By the way, if you can see over here, I do have hats hanging there. So let me get this started. All right, so I have a new command, which is great. There we go, the timer has started. How's everyone's day been so far? Or your day might be over, or your day might be beginning. I know a few of you watch me are down under. You might just be starting your day. How bad does my hair look anyway? All right, yes. You turn this on. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Galaxy, by the way, welcome. And Jordan, how was your day? I did see that we had a few other people watching or lurking, so I don't know how many we're going to have and who will pop in and who won't, but I'll hopefully be able to use this as showing how to do it, because I've had people keep asking me. So once we start getting into stuff, I'll be able to clip through this and make a VOD of it instead of just doing, here it is at the end and hope you enjoy, and nobody enjoys it because they're not here, but if you came over. I do have my tea, although it's chai, so I made a chai latte, vanilla chai latte. Starting to get warm. It's starting to get warm. Just trying to decide, do I walk around with this? This is where I need to get a lapel mic. That would be good, but I don't have one. How awkward could this be? I mean, could I get used to this? Maybe. Maybe. Let me switch it like that. I might be able to do that and figure that out and talk right to the microphone. I won't once I be able to chop stuff. I'll have to put it down. I am thinking that when I go to cut and edit this, I don't know I'll be able to do verticals straight away because of the way that the pan is on the right side versus the left. Maybe I can half on and half off. I might be able to do that. Oh, by the way, this is olive oil. I use olive oil. One of the keys, because I had a friend who was an olive oil expert. Yes, there is such a thing. He studied olive oil. That was his expertise, was olive oil. When you go to buy olive oil and you're going to get extra virgin olive oil, make sure you buy it from one location. If it says 3 or 4 countries, you're not getting olive oil. You're getting the leftovers. You're getting other stuff probably in there, even if it doesn't say it on the label. So get it from one location. Even if it's US or California, make it sure it says California only. I get mine. I like the Tunisian olive oil, but I also have some other, let's see, was this Italy? I'm trying to look. Yeah, this one's from Italy. This one's from Italy because they were out of the one that I like. That's the one I prefer. The Terra Delicia. I have no idea how to say that. But that's one of the things he said, to make sure, first and foremost, that you buy it from one country and one country only. This is starting to brown up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start running some hot water here. Wow, 60 seconds left and I get to put my hat on. Can you see that? Does that look good? By the way, if you can't tell, this in the middle is just a skillet insert, flat top. Ha! It's time for the hat to come back on. Thank you. I know a lot of people measure their water when they do stuff. I just don't. It's going to mostly evaporate off, so I'm not worried about it. All right, so I turned the heat off on the rice here. I'll let it sit a few more minutes while the water starts to get closer to boil. And the oven's up to 270, so it's got a little ways to go on that. But I'm going to go ahead and put the bread right here so you can see that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch this. I'm changing my mind here. I don't like how high that is. I think it should be higher. I do have a setting for proof. So you can proof your bread and it'll rise. It doesn't look like it's done anything. I've not made this recipe before, but I don't like the way that looks. So, oh, I also forgot. I was taking and setting that, so I can pull that out. So one of the things you want to do is take and trying to think what it's called again. Seasoning. I was seasoning that. It's a new thing I got for making bread. All right, looks like we're all right. So I'm going to transfer the rice over to the water here shortly. It's funny, when I did the, hey, I see we're up to about a dozen viewers. Welcome in, everybody. You can just be lurking, that's fine. You can just be watching. I appreciate you coming by. If you're watching this later, hey, that's pretty awesome. Oh, you know what happened? My silly, my phone here connected to my earbuds. So maybe you heard that. I couldn't hear me because my phone was trying to talk to me. So anyway, thank you all for coming in. Appreciate that. If you're watching the VOD, appreciate you taking the time to do this and spend some time with me. I did this with Thanksgiving or Christmas prep. I can't remember which it was. That was a lot of fun. I'll plan on doing that again this year. I enjoyed that so much. All right, let's transfer stuff. All right, I'm gonna turn the temp up on this a little bit higher, so hopefully it'll start to boil, but we are in no hurry because I've still got to clean up all of the Brussels sprouts over there and start working on those and get those going so they can be in the pan. So I'm not even close enough to that. So this doesn't have to be. I just want to bring it to boil and I'll turn it down. This here is what I'm going to put it in so I can rinse it even further after cutting them. Some might need cut, some might not. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Might not be the best view, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting off the Brussels sprouts and not trying to drop them on the floor. I've tried growing Brussels sprouts a couple of times, but the deer attacked them, so I didn't get any. But this year I put them in my greenhouse, so the caterpillars got them instead. I don't know, I'm going to try again. These have been a lot of work to grow. They're not that expensive. I think I'll just buy them next year. I think I need a smaller knife. Okay, I can see the water's fully boiling, so I want to put a lid over it. We're going to try this a different way. Has anyone else ever grown Brussels sprouts? I haven't. Oh, a lot of you might not like Brussels sprouts, so why would you grow them? But I always thought Brussels sprouts were good. I do have asparagus too, so it's not in season, and I'm kind of like to stay with whatever's in season. So Last week we did green beans because green beans was in season. Some of these are small. I don't know if they're worth it or not. Move my phone over here to see if there's any chat going on so I don't miss anything. All right. You know what? I think it might work better from the top. Yeah, there we go. Because I can get behind the stem of the leaf a whole lot better from the top. That's working much better. See, you start doing something new and you learn how to do it a lot better just by trying. By the way, if you are a streamer, how long have you been streaming? And I don't mean if you've been, you know, full-time or just when you started, whether you do it once a week, every day, whatever. Just how long have you been hanging out streaming? I know a lot of people hang out for a while watching before they ever get into streaming. I think I watched for about 6 months or more. All right, I'll just show you what it looks like now at the top here and what I've got done. So you can see some of the little ones there at the one end. This one's much better or much bigger. Trying to figure out how to aim my camera. There we go. I think I got it now. All right. Definitely got to wash these. They got caterpillar chew on them. I think they're fine, but I think I'm skipping that one. That one didn't look so good. It looked a little sus. And yes, I did see caterpillars on here, and I made sure that they stayed outside. Sure, I could have missed one, but I think I got them all. I don't know, I'm just in a region, well, I'm in a forest too, so maybe that's why the caterpillars are abundant. And they have lots to eat, and they like to come and eat my stuff. And I do not like to put chemicals on anything. I definitely don't want to do herbicides and pesticides. If you want to go look into that, it's really, really not good for you, and it's not good for the environment. It's not good for a lot of things. So I figure, you know, Scripture talks about leaving stuff so that the animals could eat stuff, and leaving stuff so that the poor, the widow, the orphan, and the foreigner could eat stuff. I don't have enough to be able to do that, but it just seems like a good principle or all around to do that. We do have the local farmers market where we are starting to work with them so that whatever they have left over can get donated and not thrown out. So that's a big plus that we're trying to get into. Why we didn't do it sooner, I don't know, but of course there's probably regulations that interfere with that. I know that that's the case in some places where you can't just donate your stuff because, oh no, how was it prepared, and it could be food poisoning, which is a good thing to, you know, consider. But when you're giving it because you don't want it to go to waste, to me, I think there's a little more leeway. But All right. Which, by the way, I love food pantries. My mom goes to several of them, and one of the reasons she does is not only for herself, and but she also goes and picks up for my sister. She picks up for neighbors and makes sure that those around her who are, you know, struggling with fixed income or low income. So, like, my sister can't usually go because she might be working. So, my mom picks up for her. All right, I think that one's cleaned. This is going to be all right. I think I'll have enough. This looks like a reasonable amount. And I thought about doing all of this prep stuff before getting on, and I thought, well, why? Why bother? Just stream it. If people want to see how to do it, you gotta show them how to do it. All right. I did have someone, by the way, I don't know if you're watching the Olympics. I am not. I do not have any channels that are available for free to be able to watch the Olympics, so I'm not watching anything. But somebody had to comment about the gal that won the gold medal for breakdancing, and that she has a flat cap. She didn't wear it in the Olympics, but she does breakdance in a flat cap. I think that's pretty impressive. You know, breakdancing with a hat on, doing the helicopter, spinning around in your head, and your hat stays on your head. I'm pretty impressed by that. Try to show you that. I hope you can see, like, the caterpillar was eating part of that. Gonna cut that off a bit. All right, getting close. Yeah, see, when I had this, the deer would just eat it up and down. When I had it out in my garden previously, and then it came back, and I thought, oh, well, I'll trick them and I'll get it this time. And then, no, it didn't work either. Oh, I dropped one in the sink. Ah. All right, and then, wow, these last ones are popping. There we go. You see in the middle there where it was big, or they were bigger, how much they stuck together. Well, we're gonna leave those. And let's rinse this all off. So I'm going to set this here so you can see that while I turn this back on and bring it up to temp. Shouldn't take too long. Little olive oil in the bottom, don't need much. There's still a good layer on there. And once I throw that on, I'll throw more on top of it. We've been live about, oh wait, shoot, I forgot some. I forgot the ones I started that were on the cutting board before I decided to switch the way I was doing it. bunch of the outer leaves popped off. I want to move the mic over here so you can hear the sizzle. And I'm going to drizzle the whole top here with olive oil. All right, so I turned the water temp down to low on the rice while I cook the Brussels sprouts further. So I'm gonna let it go for just a little bit, and then I'm gonna turn it lower so it'll cook, and then I'll brown it after it cooks the rest of the way through. Okay, I do have some mushrooms. I don't have very many mushrooms, but I'm going to end up putting those in there just for a little bit of seasoning. I don't have any potatoes. I'm debating on if I want to go with black beans. I've already got them cooked. Don't have to take the time to do that today. I think that'll be good. Beans, rice, broccoli, or in Brussels sprouts. I might throw some carrots in there just to add a little color. Yeah, I think let's add some carrots here. They'll need to cook like the Brussels sprouts will too, so. All right, you should be able to see me chop those nice and close. I usually buy baby carrots rather than full carrots. The price on them, I don't think is that bad versus buying a whole bag. Plus, if I buy a whole bag and you've got to peel them, I don't go through carrots that quickly. Although they had some down at the farmer's market today, which they look pretty good. They weren't a full baby carrot like this, but they were a baby carrot. Imagine that the carrot rolled off of my cutting board. Hey, Electropod! Welcome in, friend. How's your day? What did you do today? Anything fun, exciting that you did? Or are you starting your day and you got some plans before you? All right, so I'm chopping carrots here in case you just came, because you just spoke. You could have been here for a little bit. The Brussels sprouts are in the pan. I cut them off. I grew them in my garden, so they're not all the same size. Some are pretty small, but they didn't get big because I had caterpillars that were attacking. Trying to do too many things at once here. So turning that down to low. You've been here since the beginning of the stream, but forgot to send a message. Oh, no worries, friend. No worries. That's why I didn't know, because I know some people were here to start with, and then you're lurking, and so, well, glad you're here, friend. So you know, you've been here the whole time. All right, I only got 4 mushrooms left. I got to buy more. There are lots of ways to chop mushrooms. Some of these are smaller, so I find it's easier to cut the stem off. Cut the stem in half, and then you can do a couple of slices, almost quarter. The smaller ones I could quarter. This one's a little bit bigger, so I'm not quartering it. I don't need to add that yet. If you're wondering why every time I open it up I put olive oil on, that's how Mediterranean cooking is. They just keep putting olive oil on, and I don't really think you can put too much on. I don't think it tastes bad the more you put on there, but if you don't like olive oil, I would just say don't use vegetable oil. Find something else. Coconut oil is better. Vegetable oil, saturated fats, all that stuff, not great. Palm oil, really not good for you. And then depending on what you want to do, if you want to do butter or not, I'm fine with butter. I do butter often, but all right. So I get an onion so I can chop that up. Again, I don't need to do much onion because it'll just be for me. My wife doesn't eat it. If you haven't seen it, this is my little baby onion pan, or baby pan, about the size of the onion. No need to start that yet. All right, well, a lot of stuff is just going to sit here for a minute. I think let me just check on. Ooh, the bread is looking better. I'm going to pull that out. I'll show you here in a second. Yeah, the bread has risen a little bit more with proofing it for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that up to temp. And when that goes off, we'll put it in for 45. So since, oops, caught on the door there, or the drawer. Since a little bit of a break here before I need to do something else and not much going on in the chat, I'm gonna give you a BRB. I'll give you a BRB, won't be long.
He's got that flat cap dapper look, making waves online, spreading the word on Twitch. Pastor with a cheerful heart, no lie, preaching joy so high to the sky. He'll be right back, yes, he'll be right back. He'll be back in 2 or 3. Flat cat dapper, flat cat dapper. We'll be right back after this break. No mistake, joy they make. I'll be right back, yeah. We'll be right back in 2 or 3. I'll be right back, yes. I'll be right back in 2 or 3. I'll be right back, yes. I'll be right back in 2 or 3. You'll be right back. He's got that flat cap dapper look, making waves online, spreading the word on Twitch. Pastor with a cheerful heart, no lie, preaching joy so high to the sky. He'll be right back, yes, he'll be right back. He'll be back in 2 or 3. Flat cat dapper, flat cat dapper. We'll be right back after this break. No mistake, joy they make. I'll be right back, yeah. We'll be right back in 2 or 3.
All right, I had to move the camera that's up here while I warmed my tea in the microwave. There we go. I think we got it. All right. So I'm going to turn the, let me check the rice here a second. Yeah, not close. Good. But it's progressing the way I want, or the timing I'm thinking. Electropod. Alrighty, yes. And to move the camera. Couldn't figure out how to do that, otherwise my tea got cold and I needed a refill, so. All right, so let's check on the sprouts and the carrots. How well can you hear that sizzle? Should I turn that up more? Well, I guess when I turn the temp up, it'll sizzle more. Looks like a bad, oh no, that's not, that's fine. I'm impatient. I want to put the bread in and it's not warmed up. I usually don't worry about warming stuff up, but I'm trying a new recipe, so I figured I need to eliminate issues that it might have. It's at 325, so it's only got 50 to go. Let's just get some excitement going in the chat here. There we go. That looks like the way to do that. There we go. Somebody comes in, they think that we're doing something here. I could have fun doing these all the time. I need to get a better setup, but I don't think it'd take too much. What I don't have is a camera right there that should be in the lower right. I thought I had chat set up in the stream. Let me look. Where did it go? Oh, I know why. Huh. That doesn't make sense. Why is it not showing? Let me try one more thing. Will that do it? No, why is the chat not in there? It's showing that it's here. Ooh, look at the settings. Oh, there's the noise for the oven. All right, we'll work on the chat in a second. Let's see if it'll go this long. Will it go 45 minutes? I don't know if it will. I don't think it did. Don't think it did, so 5:30. Roughly 5:30. Close enough. You may not get to see the end of where the bread is done. Depends on what we do. Okay, why is chat not showing up? Yeah, I'm looking up above. Yeah, 5-minute timer started. It tells me 5-minute timer started now, so 45-minute timer won't work. And chat settings are not opening. It can't change them. I don't know what's going on with that. Don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to turn the this back up to start cooking a little bit faster now. And I'm going to go ahead and throw my mushrooms in. Still puzzled why the settings won't open up on chat. Oh, by the way, I've been sporting different swag for the last week, so I've got the ReachConf shirt on. So I had noticed that some shirts that are supposed to be coming in arrived an hour away at the facility on Monday, and then it kept saying when I looked, oh, it should be delivered by 7, it should be delivered by 7, it should be delivered by 7. It now says Monday by 7. Like, well, I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll see. But anyway, if you want to go to Orlando and hang out IRL with myself and a bunch of other streamers, let me know. It's less than 4 weeks away now, less than a month away. I don't know, the color here with the green and the orange, that looks pretty good. That was a good call, adding the carrots in there, I think. Trying to think what else. So I just don't think you can see these all from where you are. So I'm just going to go through some of my stuff that I make skillet meals with. Here's the rice. Here's the black beans. This is quinoa. This is some lentils. Those don't turn out so well. I mean, I tried that, but it doesn't end up doing so well. Here's some verde beans and chickpeas or hummus if you want to make that. I haven't made that in there, I don't think. I've used it to make hummus. So, and then I just made, one of the last ones was couscous. And someone else was telling me how good it was, and we tried it. First one didn't go so well. I kept it separate, wanted to know what it tastes like. But when I did the remake of it and I put it in the pan and fried it after it was cooked, because it like cooks in 5 minutes. Like you boil the water, pour it in, stir it, let it sit. 5 minutes later, it's done. Really weird to me. But I had to measure water. I don't like measuring. Pour it in, it looks good. Can you hear the sizzle now? Yeah, most of the time I want it to just sit and cook on one side. That has gotten hot. Getting close, getting close. I think I'm gonna leave the lid off of that. And let's go ahead and turn the onions on. Let's turn the onions on. It's in the back, you can't see it. So sorry about that, but it's not that big a deal. Can you see it over here? No, you can't quite see it over there. Bummer. All right, so here are the black beans for you to take a look at. And I'm going to add some of those in with the carrots and the Brussels sprouts. You can add more, but I don't want to add all of them. I really want the Brussels sprouts to be the feature of it, with the rice behind it, carrots, and then the beans in the background. So as you can see, I don't measure, just poured some in. It looked good. So those that ask me, how much of it did you put in? I just did. There, whatever went in, that's what went in. Going to turn the rice up just a little bit to try to boil off as much of that water as I can. Oh, I see an ad break came. Still not working. Chat box has problems. Oops, I spelled it wrong. Do I have to have a target? Well, I don't know. Maybe I just can't spell. That's probably what it is. When you can't spell your own commands. Okay, I don't know if you can see that right there. The skillet is looking pretty dry. So I kind of tried to do that in thirds, if you noticed. show you. You can get a little bit, you have a view of just how nicely that's browning up. Now I'm not going to get lucky enough to have every side of something brown up, because there's too much in here and it'd take too long. But well, there's a nice view of, oh come on, can I get it on there? I don't know if you can see that. That browned up nice there on the Brussels sprout. Ooh, I'm peeking at the bread. It's looking good. Hey, North Hill. Welcome in, my good man. Welcome in. And I'm Manny. I'm Manny Live, or One Man Live, or Man Live. Welcome in. Not sure how that is. Hey, glad to have you here, friend. North Hill, what you been up to today? I'm doing a skillet meal. I post them. So for Streamaversary, we're making it live. You'll have to go back and watch the VOD. That's Brussels sprouts straight out of my garden. Oh, you might appreciate this too, North Hill. Let me show you this a second. I'll take the lid off and hold it underneath. So my sons have been telling me about this Vietnamese grocery store that had kimchi, that the gal makes homemade kimchi. So I went and got some. What was fun is I walk in and she's stocking, and I go, I'm looking for kimchi. My son said to come here and get it. And she's like, oh, here it is. So it didn't take any time at all to find it. I'm not sure what she made it with as far as what vegetable, because some of the ends of it look a little different than I know. So I don't know, it's like the leaf that curled or whatever looks a little bit like a flower of some kind. I don't know. But so I was thinking bok choy might have been it, but I don't know. Very close to being done there. Yeah, kimchi is usually fermented cabbage, but like I said, if you look at the end of it, it definitely doesn't look like cabbage. It looks more like, I don't know, fingers of some kind. So there's pieces, that's why I said it might have been like a kimchi. I'm wondering if there's some other kind of variety of cabbage that I don't know. It's really good though, but I was hoping it was spicier. It's not as spicy as I would like it. All right, and here's my mesh to strain this once it's ready to roll before I put it in over there. So we'll get that ready and sitting here. I'm watching you people. Welcome in. Oh, hey, ZJF 85. I didn't see that was you. I saw purple on my screen. I thought it was North Hill saying that. So yeah, welcome in, ZJF. Glad to have you here, friend. Glad to have you here. And I'm watching. Hope your anniversary's going well as well, your 2-year. Those who aren't following, I'm watching you people. Let's follow. Everybody give a shout out here to I'm watching. Fantastic. One of my mods does a great job. She's doing a Streamaversary raid stream for 2-year Streamaversary. So I will probably raid out to wherever that is at when we're done. Oh, you're welcome. How's your day been going? I caught you this morning, and then I had to go to the artisan market for several hours and battle the cold. It was like in the 60s. Well, I guess it might have been 70, but it sure felt like 60 with the wind. Let me show you what the onions are looking like. They're starting to caramelize pretty nice. Yes, I'm watching is Greeter, Clipper, and Comic Relief. Absolutely. And boy, my goodness, we had so many clips this week. I've gone back watching those and then trying to clip or edit them down to be verticals so people can check them out. So there's a lot of them. I need to download a few of those and then share them over on socials. Oh, you can ask what dish, yeah. Oh, sorry, Ziff. So in here, I'm just making a skillet meal, so it's not a particular dish of any kind. So let me show you. There is Brussels sprouts from my garden that I picked and cut and fried up. There is carrots in there. There's black beans. There's a few mushrooms, not much. Over here is wild rice that I grilled in the skillet first. Now I'm boiling it. It's close to being done. We'll add that on here. We like ours all mixed together. Plus, hopefully, when I put it back in here after draining it, it'll get a little more brown again on top of it. And then I'll add onions to mine. My wife won't want onions. So it's not really a dish. It's just I put a bunch of vegetables together and some protein. And that's what I've been doing since January. Oh, yeah, this isn't a family recipe. I just started doing skillet stuff since January. What I found, it wasn't like I intentionally decided, oh, I'm not going to put anything of meat in there. It just kind of became, there's no room left once I do it for meat. So actually, it's the first time I've done Brussels sprout one. So I just kind of picked some things I think will go good together. So I decided to go with rice and beans. The beans are already pre-made, so it's just adding them afterwards. The rice started from scratch. The Brussels sprouts were because they're in my garden and it's in season, so that's why I haven't made it with Brussels sprouts before. So I post these on socials just to, hey, here it is. I tell people the ingredients, and people have asked me, how do you make it? So that was the plan for today. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time and doing a different one tomorrow. So I'll show you what I'm going to put in tomorrow's. I don't know what this is. One of my friends who's a farmer grows them. I didn't know these were things you ate. I thought these were just display items. So they're like, oh, no, it's really good. Fry it up. So we'll put that in tomorrow. I probably could Google it and figure out what it is, but so I just kind of go, hey, you know, what would go good together? What can I put in here? And go that way. I think the rice is going to be good, but let's strain the rice. I think it's fun watching the steam rise off of it. But I'm trying to get all of the water out, because on a cast iron skillet, you don't want to put moisture, or you don't want to put water in there. It might sizzle off, but you also might end up with stuff sticking to the pan, so. Oh, you like chicken pot pie? Yeah, chicken pot pie is pretty good. It looks like chicken pot pie. Well, I guess, you know what? The green and the orange together, yeah, that does have a little bit of a chicken pot pie look. Yeah, the shape, yeah, exactly. The taste won't be the same. There's no cream in there like a chicken pot pie would have, and there's no chicken. So, oh, you know what? Let me move the onions forward so you can actually see those now. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some oil here on the bottom of the pan. Try to get more sizzle back there. I'll turn the temp back up. And if you've been here from the beginning, you might have noticed, if you haven't, I'm not putting any seasoning in here whatsoever. We'll just put salt and pepper at the end. It's not that I'm opposed to it. I just find that frying the veggies up with the skillet just adds such a good flavor. It doesn't need much, so I could add it. Some cumin, some curry powder. You could go Italian seasoning if you wanted. Garlic is a good spice to add, so. The thing my neighbor gave me, did I say my neighbor gave me something? I must have misspoke. Oh, sorry. Okay, that looked like a chicken pie. You meant the thing I didn't know what it was, the vegetable. I'm sorry. If I meant neighbor, I was a farmer that's down at the artisan market with me. I gotcha. Sorry, my brain was going to my next door neighbor. I'm like, my neighbor didn't give me anything, but you meant the vegetable there. Ah, that makes sense. Oh, can I show you this? No, that one won't reach. I can't show you the bread yet. It's essentially done at this point. It's just, yeah, it was a farmer. Yeah, it was a farmer. So they're not actually my neighbor. They live a half an hour away from me or more, but we're both down at the artisan market. And so they had a bunch of those, and they're like, we've got extra. You want to take some? I'm like, okay. So we'll find out if it's any good tomorrow. I'm thinking about the chicken pot pie now that you brought it up. So if this doesn't turn out, I guess I'll be going somewhere and finding chicken pot pie. Oh, you had catfish yesterday? Oh, that sounds good. Your dad wanted corned beef, so I got him and my aunt some sandwiches. Ooh. Oh, catfish nuggets. I don't know if I've ever had catfish nuggets. I know I've seen them available. Well, when I used to live in the South, I ate catfish more often than I do up north. Let me show you. See how that's all kind of clumping together? That's what the moisture in the rice tends to do. Which is why I add that at the end and then try to boil it up. The rice actually made it look not as vibrant. The orange and the green looked really good. The rice has really browned that up, so. All right, what did I say? I think I said 5:30 or so on the bread. So I think we can hang out till then, and that'll be about the end of stream. Let's see. Just looking back through. My feed's not showing for some reason. All right. So is catfish an easy thing for you to get, Ziff? I can get it, but perch, salmon, and walleye are going to be much more common by me. And if a couple of times a year, smelt, if you know what smelt is. I'm really liking that top-down cam. That's working pretty good there. I'm going to have to get a pin-on microphone, though, because it's kind of a nuisance to walk around with a microphone in my hand. You're saying Midwest. I'm Midwest. You must be further south than I am. I'm gonna take a guess, or you can answer, don't answer, don't dox yourself. You don't want to. Yeah, I'm thinking Missouri, maybe. Because I've been a little further north. Oh, you like sockeye, but you usually get pink. Ah, see, and I can get coho and king salmon. I'm 2 minutes from Lake Michigan. So I got a lot of salmon in my freezer right now too, which I usually smoke that. My wife doesn't like it. I wish she did. I'd eat it all the time. Do you go fishing at all? I'm not a big fan of fishing, but a couple years ago there was a charity event fundraiser, and a charter boat fishing excursion was on the list, and I know my son likes to, so I bid on that. We went out fishing. We caught 50 pounds of, well, each caught our limit, which was 10 salmon and lake trout. So we caught a couple lake trout, and we caught salmon. I think it ended up being about 50 pounds of fish between the two of us. Ah, okay, you're in Chicago. Yeah, you're in a different, well, I'm in Muskegon County, so we have, and Grand Rapids, we've got a lot of African Americans there. So maybe it's just more of the restaurants that I go to, or maybe we just have more perch and salmon here available, that we end up eating those fish in more abundance than we do eating catfish. Yeah, you eat what you catch. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in Michigan. If you know the map, I'm right there, right in Muskegon County, straight west of Grand Rapids, about 3 hours from Chicago. Can turn that on low, it's done. I'm just waiting to see if the bread's done, so. know it said poke it with the toothpick. I do have those. I'm going to check that a second. It looks really good. See if I can find something a little bit longer. Oh, you go by Bloomfield Hills, where your aunt lives. Okay, yep, I know that region. We were up by Pentwater, which is further north towards Ludington, but we weren't all the way up to Ludington. Yeah, looks like it's good. Looks like it's good. Hopefully you can see the bread really well. I'll hold it over here too so you can see it. Oh, it looks good. All right. Well, that was the whole plan, everybody, was to make the skillet meal. It's ready. I'm not planning on eating on stream. Sorry. I know other streamers do. It just feels weird to me. I don't want people watching me eat. Yeah, it looks great. I'm pretty happy how that bread turned out. Looks good to me. The skillet looks good. So I like using, I won't put any on there. My wife won't like it. But I use grinders for salt and pepper. They're not expensive. They really aren't. So, let me figure out who, because I doubt she threw a lurk in here. I'm watching you people. Who's up on the, you know what, I can do it this way. Oh, I cannot read that. It's too small. Okay. Pull it up on my phone here, find out who, because one of my mods, I'm watching you people, is doing her Streamaversary today as well. So affiliate anniversary. Hers is affiliate, mine's Streamaversary. 5 p.m. is Melanated Empress. All right, that's where we'll go. And then I'm watching, we'll be on at 8 o'clock. So, all right. So, let me just look here a minute. How do I have this? That'll work. That'll work. I'll just do it this way. Am I closed on camera? That cuts my head off. I'll go to this one. This one's better. I want to give everybody a blessing. If you come to my stream, I do this at the end of all of my streams, and you can redeem this at any time. So if you're having a bad day and you're leaving and you just want a blessing before you head off, may God seeking comfort find you. May His loving arms bind you. May His might protect you. May His wisdom direct you. May the joyous love of Jesus Christ be with you and all those you know, both now and forevermore. Amen. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Miss Jelly Beans, how are you? Yes, cooking stream, just wrapping it up. Just going to raid out. Sorry if you just came in. I will be doing another one tomorrow. So for Streamaversary, I've been doing skillet meals and posting them on socials, and people kept asking me how I made them. So I thought, Streamaversary on the weekends, I will do that. Yeah, you just got off work? Okay. Well, hope you're doing well. We're just going to raid out here, and was just doing the blessing on everybody. So I hope you're doing well, Miss Jelly Beans. Thanks for popping by. And everybody, have a blessed day.
pages, chronicles, gospels, prophets, sages, Leviticus laws to Paul's fine phrases, turning them corners, no spiritual mazes, Genesis to Revelation, self-divine, flipping scripts, endless grace you'll find, Psalms singing sweet unbroken lines, hitting that rhythm, wordplay refined. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food dinners. Isaiah's vision, Ezekiel's figures. Walk through the fire, no one limbers. Kings and judges, prophets profound. Plowing the word, no mythical ground. Verse after verse, wisdom's bound. Heavenly soundtrack, soul's urban sound. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. No shortcuts, all divine routes. Listen to the whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Study the book, change perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learn and perfect. Patterns of grace that time can't deflect. Old Testament drops, deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birthed a cross on the hill. Unfolding the blessings, pastor with skill. Scripture flipped, every verse fulfilled. From Eden's garden to Jerusalem's thrill. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food dinners. Isaiah's vision, Ezekiel's figures. Walk through the fire, no one limbers. Kings and judges, prophets profound. Plowing the word, no mythical ground. Verse after verse, wisdom's bound. Heavenly soundtrack, soul's urban sound. I'm blessed. I'm out. No shortcut.